there's a way to make an entrance.
This is my destiny.
It was now a conspiracy of witches.
Download Veely today.
Tonight on the House of Tiny Tearaways.
I feel I have changed big time. Honestly.
I am so overwhelmed by what I've just experienced. It's like a real clinical first for me, and it's just fun.
Why does she have to over every meal time?
How does it get like that, is it?
It's the 5th day here at the House of Tiny Tearaways. Tomorrow, our 3 families must return to the outside world. But are they ready? Tanya's time to help is fast running out.
I think we found a word that works!
I'm gonna eat your chip then. Look, here's your chip. Wow!
Arrived 4 days ago in the house, desperate for clinical psychologist Dr. Tanya Byron to help them tackle their children's challenging problems. With just 2 days left, all the families have made great progress, but are hoping that Tanya can now finish the job and turn their lives around for good. It's the penultimate day in the House of Tiny Tearaways, and 2.5-year-old Matthew McArdle has been given his breakfast of toast with honey. Until yesterday, he'd never eaten honey before.
I need the mocha.
What's wrong with your toast? What's wrong with your honey toast?
No, not okay.
Why not?
Not okay.
Is it not very nice?
No.
Well, if you don't have this, you won't get anything else. You don't want it. Right, in that case, it'll go in the bin. It'll go in the bin. Mummy, can you put this in the bin?
Just get him down from the table and just leave him.
I thought we should have gone in the bin.
Yeah, but you've only given him about 3 minutes to eat his breakfast this morning, and then you've decided that's it.
Don't look at me like that. I heard you. You don't have to look at me like that. Do you just enjoy giving out evils?
No, why are you getting stressed over some toast, Mark?
Sorry, but
That's why we're in this mess.
Before Matthew McArdle arrived in the house, he refused to eat anything except bland, dry foods. He refused to sleep anywhere except his parents' bed, and he had tantrums day and night. Over the course of this week, parents Mark and Angela have made steady progress with Matthew's sleeping, and despite having to return him to his bed 40 times in the early hours, he woke up this morning in his own bed. Matthew has also begun to try new foods, licking fruit and vegetables and eating chocolate cake. However, mealtimes continue to be a battle. Tanya is worried that unless parents Angela and Mark pull together, Matthew's progress at mealtimes will stop.
So you putting cream on your porridge and going, oh.
Yeah.
Is that an enjoyment thing? Huh? Huh? Ignoring me?
What's wrong with you this morning?
Nah, you're just bossing me around.
Well, and then you're going... You're saying I'm bossing you, but then you're being like this bloke with no balls and going, shall I give him some toast?
Because you criticise me and then I start wondering like if I'm going to be able to do anything without you thinking it's wrong. That's why.
What is in?
My choo-choo train.
You want Mummy to help you?
Yeah.
You want no more breakfast? You done? So you're going to get hungry then.
God.
The families will all be leaving the house tomorrow. Let's talk about the McArdles. They came in because of their 2.5-year-old son, Matthew. How's his eating going?
It's very up and down, but we have to remember that Matthew had a very specific sort of food group. He would only eat sort of dry, bland foods. So any fruit, vegetables, meat, anything like that have never been in his diet. We are beginning to pull him away from what he knows. He's trying other different varieties of food. He's trying things like honey on bread. But the big news from yesterday was that when he and his parents went out and they were completely relaxed with him, he ate a whole piece of chocolate fudge cake.
How are Mum and Dad doing?
It's really up and down, actually. I think, less so with Angela. I think what happens, as far as I can see with the dynamic, is that Mark goes in all guns blazing. Things start to get a bit tricky and he then starts to look, oh, it's all falling apart, it's all falling apart. And then I think Angela starts to get irritated with Mark, and so she then, her face drops, and then Matthew doesn't eat anymore. And I think it really is for them, that is the key with their son. The more they can relax with him, the more they can be relaxed about what he eats and how he eats it, the quicker he will be eating other foods.
Mummy's not very good at this.
It's breakfast time for the Fletchers and the Bunions, and Mum Lisa Bunyan is trying to encourage Rosie to eat some bread.
Are you going to eat all of this, then you can have your cereal, Pose? Rosie, you eat these 2 bits and you can have all your cereal. OK?
Mum Lisa and Dad Pete arrived desperate for Tanya's help with their 2.5-year-old daughter Rosie. Her severely restricted diet of sugary foods was making mealtimes a nightmare, and Lisa and Pete were worried sick about her health.
Good girl!
Since arriving in the house, Lisa and Pete have persevered with Tanya's guidance about Rosie's mealtimes, encouraging her to eat savoury foods and fruit.
Right, eat this little bit, please. No, listen.
Yesterday, in a battle of wills lasting almost 2 hours, Lisa eventually got Rosie to eat a small piece of bread and butter. With Rosie still defiant at mealtimes, can their success continue?
Do you want to go outside and play? Yeah? Hurry up with this then. Yeah, hurry up. Good girl. Lots of chewing. That was a big bit.
We went out 2 days ago.
Daddy,
Yes, sweetheart.
bad.
You eating bread? Good girl. And you've only got 1 little bit left, look. 1 little bit left. You are a clever girl, Rosie Posey. You can do it, Rosie Posey.
Quickly, eat that bit and we're all going to clap. I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Clap. Eat that bit quick.
We're all ready, look. We're all ready.
Quick, quick. Charlie's going to clap.
Go on then.
Quickly.
All ready to clap, yeah?
We might be here a while.
No, he's more... you good lad. You're eating crumbs. Come on, quickly.
Quick!
Well done, Rosie!
After 29 minutes, Rosie has eaten a whole slice of bread and butter for the very first time.
That's amazing, that is. I mean, it really is.
Do I love you? Too much?
With breakfast over, Angela and Lisa are exchanging notes on their children's progress.
I think it's like yesterday was my standoff day with her, and it's like...
But she did put in stuff in her mouth before that, didn't she?
Yeah, and then it...
Oh, right, she didn't actually keep it in.
No, it came out. She had chips, well, tiny pieces of chips. She did keep those down.
Oh, well, he hasn't even gone that far.
But I'm just wondering if he needs the standoff.
Outside. Yeah, he maybe does.
With you.
Tanya, can you please tell me?
Because you're, like, strong.
Yeah.
And he's strong.
But we might just go...
Whereas I wasn't until yesterday. She walked all over me with great big boots. And yesterday, I think she realised that...
that's it.
That is it, end of chat. And I was not going to let her down, and that was the end of it until she did as I asked. And then
I guess the problem for us is that if we have a standoff, we'll probably get really stressed out. And then it'll never happen. I mean, Mark this morning was stressed out. I could see it just before breakfast.
It just builds up inside you before a mealtime. And you're always looking at the clock thinking,
oh my God, yes.
Here we go again.
Yeah.
Emily, why don't you help put the train set together?
Can you help me put this track together?
While Rosie and Emily play with the Fletchers and the McCardles in the living area, Dad Pete and Mum Lisa join Tanya for their consultation.
The last time we spent time together with Rosie's eating, which I think forever will be known as Breadgate, because it took nearly 2 hours for her to eat the smallest bits of bread in the world. Tell me what she's eaten since then.
She had very small, tiny amounts of pizza, but it was still pizza, and some potato shapes which were cut up. I mean, this is a different child. This is a child that knows where she is. When Pete came in to help me with Breadgate, I think she looked at us and thought, who are you? Who are you two? Because we were both very firm, very different voice, no emotion, just, I felt quite calculated actually, but it had to be done.
Right.
You do as Mummy has asked. You kiss the bread, and when you've eaten it, you can come out to play.
Kiss the bread, have the yoghurt.
Rosie, do as Mummy asks, or you won't come out to play. That's it, no.
And yeah, she's trying it on a little bit, isn't she?
Yeah.
But she's doing it, and that is huge, absolutely huge. She had a hot dinner yesterday. Well, probably gone a bit cold by the time she'd eaten it all, but it's the first time ever
in her life
that she had pizza and chips. Well done. That's it. Put it all in. All in. Good girl. Rosie.
Well done, Rosie.
Well done. It's stunning, the turnaround.
Are you shocked?
I couldn't be happier. I'm so thrilled. I feel the difference in me. I can see the difference in her. It's fantastic. I've got my control back. I'm no longer living my life thinking, what's it going to be like today?
But are you feeling stronger and more certain in yourself? I'm not sure that you are.
No, I don't think I am, to be honest.
No, I didn't think so. I feel that it feels like you've kind of, you're out of the starter's gate, you're off, you're you're racing along and you know where you're going, but I kind of feel like you still feel quite lost.
I am over the moon that Lisa's feeling like this. I'm over the moon that Rosie is eating, but I don't feel I've achieved a lot.
You look like you've got a very heavy heart to me.
You are a man for whom emotion is something that is kind of best left and just dealt with in your own way, and you move on and you carry on.
You're a thinker.
Yeah.
You just need to let some of it out. It's quite difficult to be me sometimes, you know? Because I want to talk, because I'm a talker, but Pete's really, really not a talker, are you?
No.
You need to be a talker too.
I have got undying love for Lisa and my two girls.
It shows.
And I have no problem showing that emotion with Lisa and the girls.
Yeah.
But general sort of day-to-day emotion where it's a little problem that needs sorting, then no, I don't tend to show it.
I'm worried because yesterday I made you sit at the table and look at your daughter with a face that you don't like to put on and use a finger in a way that you don't like to do. For you, you can do authority at work, that's fine, because you know where you stand. You're very highly trained, you're a very professional police officer, you've got all of that. But I think in life, for you, the rules get blurred when emotion comes in, and I asked you to show emotion to your daughter yesterday, but in a way that didn't feel pleasant.
Not the smiley.
And it worked, and I think that really freaked you out as well.
She won't be frightened of you, Pete. She loves you no less after that than what she did before. She's just a little girl that's strong like her mother, because we're all quite strong, aren't we? Emily's strong,
but I
you're
think
strong.
You're strong too. I think you're just frightened to show it in a way that might be more authoritative. Now, you said a really important thing last night, and you said it again today, and I think it is the key point of all of this, is that Rosie now knows where she stands. To be a parent, Pete, maybe isn't just to be soft daddy who just kind of charms his girls with a wink and a smile. Come on, girls, you can do this. And I think for you, it's really important to understand that authority is a really positive part of being a parent. And I think there's a part of you that really struggles with that.
You're not bad, Daddy. You're so
But do you know what I mean?
Daddy.
Yeah, I do know what you mean.
I couldn't have picked anyone better.
Every week, each of the families has a day out. Today, it's the Bunyans' turn.
Say bye, Rosie. Bye.
Just wave, Matthew.
Come here, girls.
Wave, Matthew.
Oh.
While the other families relax in the garden, Charlie Fletcher is playing with his sister Madison. Emma and Jamie Fletcher came to the House of Tiny Tearaways anxious to understand their 3.5-year-old son's selective mutism. Charlie doesn't speak directly to anyone except his family.
Do it again. So do it again.
This week, while he's spoken within earshot of the others in the house, he hasn't had a sustained conversation with the other families, or Tanya, and he has difficulty making eye contact.
It sounds like a little boy.
Yesterday, Tanya gave Charlie a toy parrot, which he can use to record himself speaking, so that he can become familiar with hearing his own voice in public.
What's the parrot doing?
You shine Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Have I got to say all of them? Okay. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Then again.
So what are your plans for the Fletchers today then?
I need to slide in the sliding in at a point in the day where I can see we can do it.
What is sliding in?
Sliding in is it's a term to describe an approach to children like Charlie with selective mutism. His anxiety is hearing his voice in public, in front of people other than his parents. So I, as the person that he would be afraid of speaking, having his voice heard in front of, will literally slide into his space very slowly and systematically, one step at a time, as he masters his anxiety of having me getting closer and closer, till eventually, hopefully, and I don't know whether it's going to happen, but I could ask questions via his mum and get answers back via his mum.
Ambitious.
Very, very ambitious. Never done it before.
Friday.
Does that sound different to you?
Can I try a bit of a sliding in technique here, Claude?
Yes.
Right, here we go.
Does that sound different to you?
Who put that there?
I got chocolate and...
It doesn't matter, does it?
I got some on my head.
Got some on your head? Can we do the birdie with Mum? Or do you want to do the train?
Mummy.
What?
No.
Oh, it's Tanya.
Hello.
Hello, Tanya.
Hello. What are you and Charlie playing with?
We're playing with the parrot.
Oh, I don't know how that works.
Well, we can show you.
Can Charlie do it? Let me see. Let me see.
Do you want to come and have a... shout out which day it is again? What about the train? No, OK. The book. Come on, then. Come and lie down. Come and lie down and we'll read the book. There you go. Thank you. The language of sheep is called bar. What's this one? Is this the shivery one? Can you do a shivery bar? What's on the next one, then?
Can I listen too?
Tanya can listen to our story, can't she?
I'll listen. I'll read with Mummy.
Yeah. What they're doing here, they're all lay on the beach. That's a bit like outside, isn't it, where we're all lay outside? Yeah. Do you think they're going to make some sandcastles? He's making a sandcastle. He's digging a hole.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
No.
No. No. What's he doing? Oh, that's it. I'll wear your hat. What's he doing in the sea? He's playing with a coloured ball. You like your balls, don't you? Yeah. Like to play football. You kick it a bit much, though. There isn't a ball here, sweetie, is there? It's gone now, isn't it?
Would Charlie like me to get a ball, Mummy?
Would you like Tanya to get you a ball? Yeah. I think he would, yes, please, Tanya.
What did Charlie want me to get him? Sorry.
What did you want Tanya to get for you? A ball, Tanya.
OK, I'll get Charlie a ball. I'll get Charlie a ball.
Tanya's going to get you a ball. Shall I take it off? Pull it back on. You take mine off. Can I have it back on my nose? Oh, thank you.
Shall I squeeze your nose? I'll squeeze Mummy's nose. Beep, 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 beep.
What's in there? What are you looking for in there? You want to get your train out? Whoa.
But I know a chocolate.
Oh, one piece missing.
Charlie's got the red piece, Mummy.
No.
No.
What colour's the piece that Charlie's got, Mummy?
What colour is that, Charlie?
Blue.
It's blue, Tanya.
Not so silly.
She doesn't know a lot, does she, Charlie?
This one is green, Mummy.
No. Yellow.
Yellow. Good boy, Charlie. You're so
Well
clever.
done.
We just did the sliding in technique.
I
I think that went really well.
It did. Now I'm closer and we're just chatting. Much more regressed speech. Oh, jabba,
Yeah.
but comfortable enough to do it with me right close up to him and looking at him.
Yeah.
But that is exactly the way forward.
Yeah.
And it works. You're brilliant at it.
Yeah. Really?
You're brilliant. Did that work or did that work?
Yeah, it did, yeah.
That was great. Well done.
I can't believe the progress in it.
How good do you feel?
Mommy.
I feel really good. I'm pleased because I'm going to do it with him, you know. Oh, I forgot about that.
What's that, Charlie? Is it for me? Is it? See you later, Charlie.
Thank you.
Very good. Very
What are we going
good.
to do? Should we still do the train track? Are we still doing the train track?
We set it up all up.
You want me to set it all up?
You know what was so amazing?
Don't.
No,
I'm
don't.
going to cry.
I was, you could measure it by gradient of your head. You would look out and you knew it. I mean, that's obviously what you were doing. And then you would go like that, and then he was looking at you. And direct eye contact, right? Talk me through your thinking, because that was sliding in, wasn't it?
That was sliding in, and it's... But, I mean, forgive me if I don't make much sense, because I am so overwhelmed by what I've just experienced. It's like a real clinical first for me, and it's just fantastic, fantastic.
Talk me through that, because there were very definite stages.
I started on the sofa. I started on the sofa to bring myself into the room, but in a very unobtrusive way. But he noticed me straight away, so I thought, well, let me slide in closer, but still pretend that I'm looking in the garden and I'm thinking about something else.
But then in the end, you were this far away from him.
Yes. Again, it's tiny steps towards Charlie and I having a conversation together. He could say it to his mother, and then when I went, oh, it's red, he looked at me and smiled and nodded. And I think it illustrates beautifully how if everybody is calm, and if everybody is taking it at a very slow pace, a pace that Charlie is telling us he can cope with, in half an hour, I think he said more in front of me than he said to anybody apart from his parents in 12 months. Me being that close to him, looking at him, it was quite extraordinary.
During their time in the house, the McCardles have been encouraged to spend more time relaxing and playing with their son Matthew.
Cuddle time! Cuddle time! Who's this? Who's this? Who is this? I'd laugh as well. Cuddle time. Whoa!
I say, I fancy this tool for my lunch. I'm sure that's saying my name's Roger.
No.
It says...
With Charlie becoming more relaxed with the McCardle family, parents Jamie and Emma are having a consultation with Tanya.
I mean, we have just had quite an extraordinary experience. We did our first sliding in session with Charlie.
Yeah.
Together.
Yeah.
Spontaneously, off the cuff.
Yeah.
Extraordinary.
Yeah.
You still look like you're in shock.
I probably still am, because, I mean, you know, I didn't expect him to do that in any way.
To hear about a technique and then to see it work so quickly, you know, it's a bit surreal.
You give yourself scope with it, don't you? Because you think, oh, you know, I've got to prepare myself because this is going to take a while to work.
Mm-hmm.
And it didn't.
You know, it makes you realise what we were doing at home was totally wrong. And when, you know, we leave here and we go home, it's to start again, you know, but this time we can start it correctly. And hopefully, you know, within time it should be great. I never thought I'd say this, but I can actually see one day he's going to forget about all this silentness. And one day he's just going to be his normal little self.
Everybody will see Charlie.
Yeah,
that
everybody
we
will see the Charlie we see. I mean, I've got to be honest, there's bits in me that, you know, I thought, imagine if he's 10 and he's not talking, what happens if he totally goes silent? I've thought on the worst side of every scenario.
Of course, because you were so anxious about your child.
Yeah, it never actually dawned on me that it really is a temporary, you know, a temporary measure. It's just a temporary setback.
What would you say were the key aspects of the work that we've done together that have got you to this point?
For me, it really is to realise he is just a kid. He's a little kid, he's a little boy, he wants to play, he wants to be boisterous, he wants to be quiet, and sometimes, you know, he wants to talk.
I could see straight away when I've relaxed with him, when he's having a paddy or not doing what I want him to do, ignoring it or dealing with it in a calmer way, you know, he's more relaxed. Not necessarily the fact that, you know, he still sulks, still gives me the mutism, but, you know, a couple of minutes he thinks, oh, I'm not getting anywhere with this then, so I'll just carry on.
It feels like this has had quite a profound impact on you both at a level that's kind of away from Charlie.
Yeah, yeah,
positive
totally.
way.
I've read, honestly, countless amounts of stuff about selective mutism, and I have been on just about every chat room there is. You know, I've been on absolutely loads, and I've spent hours and hours and hours, and there's nothing on these chat rooms which, you know, there's my child doesn't do this, my child's not doing this, you know, and they blame. You're putting blame on your child for saying your child's not doing this. Maybe you should have a bit more of a look at yourselves. It's deeper than just the child, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're that wound up and that anxious and you're biting one another's heads off, I mean, is it really that surprising?
Is that your day?
It's my day.
No one's telling me what's going on, so do you want to... Yeah, of course you can, sweetheart.
The Fletchers' consultation has been interrupted by their daughter Madison.
She needs stripping off completely.
Come here, then, Pins.
Oh, little lad.
While Dad Jamie pops out to change Maddie's nappy, Tanya and Emma continue the consultation.
Yeah. He's such a lovely daddy, isn't he?
Yeah, he's softy.
But I just wanted to have the opportunity just to have a bit more time with you, if that's all right, because I have talked about this technique that you've been waiting to learn about all week, and I just walked in today, and you straight away knew what we were doing. And you instinctively followed your son. You saw what your son was doing, you saw what I was doing, and you were the glue there. You were holding it together. That was his breakthrough moment in the house, and you did it.
That was lovely. It was really, really lovely. He did it. We did it.
Following their consultation with Tanya, the Fletchers go into the garden to reflect on how things have been going over the last few days.
I'll tell you now, I feel I have changed big time. Honestly, I am not going back to our existence life.
No, it wasn't a life.
Don't get me wrong, Em, of course everything's changed because of this week, because I really think I've put things into place at least a month, 6 weeks before we come here.
Yeah.
I am not going back to that. I ain't going to change the person I am, but I am going to move on. There's just ain't enough time to waste, is there?
There's just one day left for this week's families, and after a tough start, their problems are improving, but there's still a lot of work to be done. 2.5-year-old Rosie Bunyan was addicted to sweet foods. Parents Lisa and Pete were struggling with their daughter's tantrums, and mealtimes have been a daily battle. Since they've been in the house, Tanya has advised the Bunyans to be more assertive with Rosie. After gradual changes earlier in the week, yesterday's lunchtime was a massive turning point. This was followed later in the day by some pizza, the first hot food Rosie has ever eaten.
Put it all in. All in. Good
girl.
But with less than 48 hours left, can Pete and Lisa continue to make further progress? Emma and Jamie Fletcher have struggled to understand their 3.5-year-old son Charlie's selective mutism. Charlie rarely talks directly to anyone other than his family. Tanya has been working with Emma and Jamie to reduce their anxieties around Charlie, and over the week they've seen him slowly relax around the other families. Tanya wants Charlie to get used to speaking directly to people other than his family, and this morning she had a huge breakthrough using a technique called sliding in. But will the progress continue when the family go back home? Angela and Mark McArdle came into the house at their wits' end with 2.5-year-old son Matthew, because he'd only eat dry foods and refused to sleep in his own bed. They've made great headway with Matthew's sleep, however eating is still a concern. During the week, Matthew has licked fruit and eaten chocolate cake, but mealtimes continue to be stressful.
Matthew,
Tanya believes that Matthew's problems stem from a lack of unity between his parents.
It was something for me to do that didn't involve staying at home with you every night.
With just 24 hours to go, is there time for Angela and Mark to turn things around? Still to come.
What is it?
Why does she have to take over every mealtime?
It's lunchtime and Tanya has organised a special treat for the families, a teddy bear's picnic. It's a chance for Matthew to continue trying new foods. For Charlie, it's a further opportunity to interact with the other members of the house without feeling under pressure to talk.
What? Hello? Ears?
Get your ears on, lads.
Tell Daddy to put his ears on.
Daddy, put your ears on.
What ears?
On the teddy bear.
Put them on the teddy. You know,
Up with your hands.
Use your fingers, Matthew.
What do you think, Dad?
Oh, yeah, go on then. This is a picnic after all. I'm just going to check on Maddie. I struck on that.
What's a picnic without a Kit Kat?
It's on.
I've put the butter on it. I've put butter on it. Why don't you choose which cheese you'd like?
You know what? Just put a bit of that,
Yeah.
the brie stuff.
Very good. What's that you're eating? A plum? Emma.
Yummy.
Emma, is that a plum?
Are you eating bread with cheese on
That's
it?
a plum, yeah.
Are you?
Well, yeah, it was actually. Yeah, just took a bite of it.
Following Tanya and Emma's success at encouraging Charlie to talk using the sliding in technique, Dad Jamie and Angela McArdle try out the method.
Charlie's daddy. Do you think I could hear Charlie's teddy bear?
I think we could.
Would you be able to ask Charlie if that would be okay?
Charlie, could you let Angela listen to your teddy bear?
My name is Bobby Joe.
Bobby Joe?
No.
Well, who is it then?
Charlie's mummy. Is it Bobby Joe, the name of the bear?
Charlie.
Charlie?
Is it Charlie?
Angie said, is it Bobby Joe? No, Charlie said it's not.
Charlie says it's not.
Oh.
That's what we have to do.
Oh,
It's Charlie.
it's Charlie.
It's Charlie, is it?
Charlie.
I was thinking all along it was Bobby Joe. And could you ask Charlie, Charlie's daddy, what colour the ribbon is that Charlie's bear has got?
Angela was one. Oh, it's purple.
Is it?
Well done, Charlie. Cleverer than me at colour.
Pete and Lisa Bunyan are having trouble getting their 2.5-year-old daughter Rosie to eat savoury foods. As a challenge, Tanya has sent the Bunyans to a kids' catering school.
I'm feeling a little bit apprehensive about this day out. I'm not sure which way it's going to go. But
In the past, taking Rosie out for anything to eat or really anything to do with food, we would just be extremely nervous, extremely anxious.
it could go either way. Let's not hedge our bets, but I would hope to think that she has fun and has no big hang-up about having fun with food.
Come on.
To ease Rosie's anxieties about food, Mum and Dad have been asked to leave the girls to it.
We're going to ask you to go away. So they're going to make something special for you. See you later.
We're going to make something called a Cornish pasty, but we're going to make it in a special way because we're going to make it look like a pizza. Flatten it out.
As the girls start their session, Chef John runs headlong into Rosie's defiant ways.
Who likes chicken?
Me. Not me.
Not you.
No. I don't like that.
Rosie, do you know what this one is?
Carrot.
A carrot. Do you like carrots?
No.
Do you like potatoes?
No.
Do you want to have a taste of that?
No.
Are you all done there, Miss Rosie? All finished? Good girl. Do you want to feel your loving gloves as well? And look at Rosie's. Wow! Isn't that looking tasty?
Hello, girls.
Hello, girls. What you cooked?
What have you been making, girls? This looks fantastic.
That love?
That's mine.
That's Mummy's. Shall we take all this to the park and have a nice picnic,
Yeah.
okay? Is that all right?
Yeah.
She's had fun making it, but will Rosie eat the food?
Later, have a good picnic in the park.
Shall we have a look at what we've got?
Yes.
Well,
Wow, look at these, girls.
This is looking lovely.
You need to bite this. You can have this when you bite this. You want this back? Can you bite that? That's it. Give it a good bite. Eat that bit. Well done. Big clap. What a star you are.
Good girl, Rosie.
Would you like to try a pea for me?
Well done.
Open wide.
Open.
Good
girl.
Well done. Give it a nibble.
Go on, give it a nibble.
A nibble. Well
done. Sweet.
Come on, pop it in, then you can have a grape. Drama queen. Cheese. Straight in. Straight in. All right, we're all done with the grapes. Put them away. Bite it then. That's it. Have a nibble. A little bit more. Go on. Bite a bit more. You are the best. You're so not fussy these days, Rosie. What was my problem?
I'm feeling exhilarated, excited to see what else we can get to eat. It's great.
And the day ends with a call from Tanya.
Hello.
Hello. How you doing?
Well, I'm good. Tell me, how are you doing?
We've had a phenomenal day. She's been eating peas and sweet corn and pasta, biting chicken, Cornish pasties, all savoury. Just phenomenal.
I don't know what to say.
Oh, we're just gobsmacked. We've had the best day.
Is Rosie there? Can I speak to her?
Of course you can. Say hello to Dr. Tanya.
Hey, Rosie. Did you eat lots of food today? Are you the cleverest girl in the world? All right, my darling. Let me say hello to Mummy again. Hey. Well done. And
Thanks.
big kiss to my wonderful girl, Emily.
OK, then, you take care.
Well done.
Bye. Bye.
Wow, that's it top.
While Jamie looks after Thomas and Matthew plays with Charlie, Tanya catches up with Angela and Mark in the consultation room.
I think when we come back to what we've been looking at with our relationship and our quality time with Matthew, I think we feel like we've done that. We're much calmer through and through. And the only real times that we're still split is actually physically at the dinner table.
Yeah.
We seem to be getting on with everything else.
Mealtime.
Yeah.
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 I kind of
I'm dreading it.
Right, we see that's what I fear to hear. You haven't united at all on the issue about feeding.
There was like a canyon.
I think if we get some rules,
it's been filled,
Mark,
and now that
I think if we get some rules.
No. I'm not going to give you any rules.
Can you not give us some like
They won't work. So long as you have the conversation beforehand, agree what you're going to do, and then do it.
I feel I'm doing it alone all the time. If I'm really honest. And you've admitted defeat before we even start.
I just want to show you some footage from yesterday. This is actually just an interaction you have in the garden, but I just want to show it to you because this is the kind of thing that I'm asking you to think about, this kind of bit of your relationship.
Why are you stressing with your head in your hands, Mark?
I can't believe you've been so unreasonable about it, because I just don't want to do the narrating, and there's no negotiation, is there?
No, I
Why are you sulking?
The thing that's annoying me is that there's no negotiation.
Mark,
in that room.
You're much better at speaking than I am.
Am I?
You've come from a private school with all your background.
In that room we said you were going to narrate and you said you would, and now you've come out and changed your mind.
I haven't changed my mind, but I just think I'd be better at doing all the puppet things. We did divide over that.
I don't want to do it, but I'll do it.
I'm a big.
So I have no choice.
Well, maybe I don't want to do it either, but you're putting it all on me, like you always do with everything domestic.
Yeah, we're all right.
No, Tim nice, but Dim's stressing.
I wasn't looking at a kind of husband and wife having an argument there. I was seeing something very different.
You're seeing a power struggle between two people.
I was seeing a mother and a son. I was seeing you behaving like a kid, saying, I can't do this and it's not fair and you don't say, and you were telling him off. And you both kind of lapsed into this role that I see at the dinner table.
My experiences in life have meant that, I've had somebody that's been shouting at me my whole childhood.
Yes.
To the point where I've had to go, oh, okay. And this is why, if someone uncontrollably, or I deem it as uncontrollably, rants at me, I just go, oh, okay, whatever. Okay, I shouldn't bow my head, and I think Angela sees me bow my head and sees that as pathetic anyway.
I feel I'm so fed up of this kind of... You're like this big, really aggressive...
But you're doing it again. But you're doing it again, you see.
Just now.
You've just slid straight into the same role.
But I think that she saw a crack and tried to drive a train through it, that was all.
So you feel like people are out to attack you sometimes?
I don't feel like people are out to attack me, but I feel like Angela is.
Wow.
Sometimes. Just
Right, why?
times like when you've shown it.
Why?
Well, I feel like she wants me to be something... I feel like when she says things like that, it's more than just, don't be an idiot, you're better at speaking than me, for the puppet show. It's that she's saying that I'm 95% the man or father she wants to be married to, and the 5% that I'm not is absolutely unacceptable.
Is that right?
No, not at all.
But that's the way it makes me feel.
Do you know what? I feel bullied by you into doing something that I didn't want to do either.
But you use the word bullying.
But I do feel you bully me. You say that I'm attacking you, but I feel that you want me hemmed into a nice little comfortable place where you know that I don't go anywhere, I don't see anyone, and I just look after your kids. You say I'm attacking you, but I think I'm like, I feel like I'm being pushed into a corner, and I'm trying to defend.
Right. Last night, in that room that was quite hot while we were preparing the puppets, you said...
No, you said to me, you told me
No,
that
I asked you, I said, can you do the narration, because you're better at nursery rhymes than me. And you said yes.
But I felt you put me on the spot, and when I came out of there and thought about it, I thought, I'm rubbish at stuff like that.
You get so bogged down in the specifics of things. All you've done for the last 5 minutes is say, but you did this, but you said that.
It's really petty.
For me, it's just when I see you both needing to take control so much in the relationship, my question to myself is, what are they afraid of? And in my world, what I'm thinking is they're afraid of being hurt, they're afraid of being let down. And I think that goes for both of you. And I think also when you also then lay into that the fact that you'd only been together a relatively short period of time, got pregnant and had Matthew, I'm not sitting with two people and I'm saying to you, you've got a rubbish relationship and, you know, goodness me. I'm looking at two people and I'm saying, you never had a chance to really build a relationship. No. And I suppose my feeling is that you need to agree on your rules, not my rules. Every mealtime before you go in, you need to both together decide, this is how we're going to do it, and if this happens, we'll try this. He's so ready to do it. Every day there's something, but it's never quite enough for you. But there's sips of orange juice, there's brie today. How many 2.5-year-olds eat brie? Brie has a very specific taste. There's chocolate fudge cake yesterday. I mean, every day there has been something completely alien for your little boy to put in his mouth and swallow. But it's never quite enough. Chill at mealtime. Chill. Give him what we know he's tried. He's done so well with his eating this week. It breaks my heart that you both don't see it.
The Bunions are returning to the House of Tiny Tearaways from their day trip.
Hello!
Have a nice time?
Yes.
Good day. I've been hearing about your day.
Kids' cookery
You
school.
what? I've been hearing about your day. Congratulations.
Oh, it's been brilliant. It's been absolutely brilliant.
Yes, congratulations, mate.
Meanwhile, the McArdle family are in the bedroom.
Daddy.
It's not bedtime?
No.
Oh.
A day.
The day.
Yeah.
But you're really clever with your words, Matthew.
Yeah.
Really clever. Can I have a hug, Matthew?
Oh.
Oh, what's this? Daddy.
It's
What's for me?
God. I bet.
You're supposed to find it in your bed.
Did you glue it to the envelope? Look, I think it's a card for Daddy.
Go to Daddy. Open toy on the 10.
It's a love heart. Let's have fun together. Forever. Aw.
Don't ever say not romantic.
It's dinner time in the house. As Tanya wants the McArdles to just relax this mealtime, she suggested they give Matthew some garlic bread, a food he has no problem with and would normally eat at home.
Garlic bread is ready.
Should Daddy cut it up so that it cools quicker?
No.
Matthew, be careful, it's very hot. Good boy. You must have strong hands. Excellent. Whoa.
I've just put some mummy's baked potato and some chicken on there.
No,
you don't have to eat it.
There you go. Oh, Matthew, what are you having for your tea then? Garlic bread. And what else have you got on your plate?
Bless his heart. You can see how much he enjoys that in his face.
The bite is like...
It's amazing. Right, Rosie, tea time with some more juice in a minute.
Meanwhile, the Bunions want Rosie to continue to try new food, building on the extraordinary progress made on their day trip.
Come on. Eat some of this, and you bite it.
If Tanya wants to see
They're yummy.
face, I might be tough.
At the kitchen gate earlier when he was laughing.
Mummy will rip it up, then it's better. Like that, look. It's easier for Rosie to eat. That's what Emmy did.
Well, here you go then.
Nice? Good. Eat it up then. Well done.
Good girl.
Now, I want you to finish this bit and then you can have a drink.
You see what colour they are?
Don't want these?
You see what I mean? It's a bit confusing.
Eat.
to see
I
what
agree.
colour they are, yeah.
They're so big. They're such big eyes. They're just so...
I have paper.
If you can have a sticker when you eat your tea.
Do you like Mummy asked?
3 weeks.
No.
She can choose.
We got another
You
man.
need to eat. Daddy said no because you need to eat. No, this. No, you eat this like Mummy's asked you. Well, the moose goes in the bin. Rosie.
Rosie.
Right, say bye to Moose. Eat this like Mummy's asked you. Open, wide. That's it. Well done.
Good girl.
Yeah, you can take over and I'll finish my tea if that's no trouble.
Pop it in.
Okay.
Now then, how about a bit more of this? How about you have a bite of this and you get some more chocolate mousse? Rosie.
Tell you what, you go and I'll finish it off.
Sorry. It's all right, sweetheart.
No.
I've got to do it.
It's 7 o'clock. I want them to get into bed and it'll be quicker. And tomorrow you can have all day. All right? Is that all right with you?
Yeah. I haven't felt like... No, it's fine, sweetheart. You're
Let's
probably
not
right,
argue
it is
with
quicker.
at the table. It's frantic enough as it is, isn't it?
Right. Some carrot, please.
That's a phenomenal day, mate. Very well done.
It's not me, mate, it's Lisa.
Is it? Is she the one that's kind of got it moving, is it?
The once, mate.
Really? You offended?
Not through choice.
Lisa's just very, very determined, isn't she, to do it, so...
It's not just that, though, is it?
What is it?
Why does she have to take over every mealtime?
How does it get like that, is it? We've got a similar issue, mate, if it's any consolation. Angela dominates me, like, more than it should be the case, if you know what I mean.
Just off, to be honest.
Don't blame you.
Not at the moment, sweetheart.
Can have a fag.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking.
Say something. Say something.
That'd be the wrong thing to
say. Instead of talking it to death, say something blasé like women. Always makes a man feel better.
It's 7:30 and Dad, Mark McCardle, is putting son Matthew to bed.
Oh, I wish, started Cubby. We could go out and play in the snow, finished Clementine. We can, joined in Mum, right now. Which was soon enough for everyone. Oh, that's a nice book, isn't it? Right, well, night-night, Matthew. OK, lie down. Night-night, then. Night-night.
The reason why we've worked really well on the sleeping and the coming together as a family, because there's been no grey areas. You know, the sleeping, we both know the rules. We know what you have to do, and we've just been getting on with it. And the behavioural, we know what we have to do, and we're getting on with it. But the food is, we're still so...
The problems that we have with our relationship in terms of this mother-son thing are coming out the table. This thing where if I'm not quite strong enough, you just bully me. That's coming out the table. You try and dominate me so much that I feel like I'm not good enough for you the whole time.
I'm really disappointed in myself. Just the whole thing.
What?
Just the whole thing.
What whole thing?
Just feel that miserable, bossy old fish face, silly cow. It's pretty much what I think. I'm disappointed.
Well, that's ridiculous. That's absolutely ridiculous. We've come into a high-pressure environment which has brought out, like, features of our problems which we've worked on successfully, and we're going out of here with our relationship back on track, knowing what we have to do to make it perfect.
But it doesn't sound like it is, because you're now drifting on off into areas and making statements tonight.
No, we're not. We're just
I don't even know about it.
We're just talking about the consultation. We're leaving here fully armed with the knowledge to make our family and our relationship perfect.
With the rest of the house asleep, Lisa and Pete Bunyan record their thoughts on the day in a video diary.
What sort of a day have we had today?
Pretty fabulous.
It's been the best.
Yeah.
It's been the best day. It just all fell into place. Rosie's eating peas,
Pepper,
ham,
chicken,
cheese, chicken, tuna,
pastry,
bit of pasty.
Oh,
girl.
Anything that's been given to her, really. Grapes, banana.
We've been out today in a public place with our 2 children and enjoyed a picnic.
Yeah.
When's that going to happen?
Well, we couldn't have done that a week ago.
No. Do you know what worries me the most? Can't afford to feed her.
No, we might have to leave her here.
Tea time. Didn't think that went too well, but penny dropped later on when we realised what we'd eaten. She'd eaten 2 big meals within 2.5 hours, and maybe I was a bit cruel at tea time.
I think maybe she was a bit full. So yes, all in all, we think we've had a fantastic day.
And we'll probably tell you some more in the morning. So it's good night from us.
coming up on tomorrow's show.
There must be a lot of people out there that attack life at the rate that we do and leave the kids behind a little bit.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sheep.
6.
He did it. You know, he was talking to her.
Yeah.